Yeah, YouTube family of the Maverick again with the best and most credible opinion, you know. Yeah, fair and fearless analysis. And me are going on my village lawyer bag of tricks that trip here. Because we hear the big news. Vybz Kartel set free by the Court of Appeal in Jamaica. And look here, a whole heap of discussion and debates did go on over the case here all over the world. Right here, so in Jamaica, almost every day, every week, especially in recent times, a debate spark over the something. Me involved in some of the debate them myself. And all of the debate them me involved in, including before the announcement came today. I tell the people in my chat to say, he's gonna go free. Him and him co-accused Vybz Kartel have to go free. This is not about emotions. This is about common sense. This is not even about evidence. It is common sense and law. This is not about what you feel like and what you feel saying, what you think about Vybz Kartel or what you think about the rest of the co-accused them. A common sense and law. The thing trickle down to a place where the Privy Council throw out the ball in the Court of Appeal court in Jamaica. For the Court of Appeal make the decision if them can retry Kartel on the initial charge. So everything come down to, would it be a credible case for retry Kartel for an incident or an offense that took place 15 or 16 years ago? And for me think about it, every time in a discussion about it, me tell the man say the only rational, legal, commonsensical thing can happen is that them set Kartel and the co-accused totally free. Now, me not hear the full come here says a long reading they read out in the court today. But me get a little synopsis of what them say. The Court of Appeal basically finds say it would be almost impossible to put together the case to have a credible retrial. Defense witness dead. Them out of all of the witnesses that took part in the case, them would have find probably little bit over half of them could have find back for carry come back a court. The main witness where they have in the case, we don't know when they. You understand me? Would that person be duty bound or be legally bound for come back, come sit down in a court, come do that thing all over again? Hardly likely. Whole heap of water flow under the bridge. Would Kartel and his co-accused be able to get a free trial in front of a Jamaican jury based on the amount of publicity where the case you get over the past decade and a half? I put it to you that they could not get a fair trial. Because one way or another, people would have prejudiced by the publicity of the case. So from here, the Privy Council throw it back down here, you know. Me said that them have to walk free, you know. Them have to walk free. This is not no emotional something, this is a common sense something. Because the owners would be on the local courts now for decide and decipher if they can put back the case together to guarantee as free a trial as possible. And that obviously was not going to happen. So when the announcement came to them, me never surprised in the least. See, and when you look here, is it that we are going to run a sophisticated, modern justice system, or we are going to run some kangaroo court, you know? And my assumption is that the justice system, because we have some eminent and qualified people in the system, you know. Even might be inherently, you have a whole heap of flaws in the system, but you still have some eminently qualified, bright and intelligent people in the system. And look here, there is, when me I think about it, me hear say one of the things where them also say in the case is that when they look and weigh up and reconcile everything that would be involved in getting a retrial done, them come to the conclusion and say, them could have do the retrial of your, me not quote them, you know, come tell you, me not hear the whole thing, you know. But them could have do the retrial to appease the people who angry and feel say, you know, them want to see a retrial and want to see the artists and the rest of them co-accuse them, go back into the hole. But when you look at the balance and the justice itself, The Court of Appeal realized, say, no man, this is a compromise, and if we go back a retrial, we're going to lose the case, and we are going to spend a bag of money, we are going to have a backup in the system for cases we're supposed to try. And the best, most prudent and commonsensical thing to do. Because remember, you know, when you go to trial, you know, the onus is on the prosecution, you know, in this case, the state, you know, to prove the offense committed, the accused, you know. Prove the offense the accused are accused of committing, to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. And when they look at all of the circumstances, as some of us were saying all along, it is going to be impossible to put together a credible trial so long after the offense was supposed to have taken place. And another thing we understand is also that in terms of the statutes, the laws as it relates to the sentencing for murder, for capital murder change, and that would affect the sentencing even if they went through and got a conviction, because the man has spent over a decade and a half in the hole already, you know. So if you want to celebrate real justice took its course today. Yeah. I remember saying, you know, the Privy Council don't point out the folly and the flaw and the fumbling will take place in the case initially, you know. That's why you have to say give thanks for the Privy Council, you know. Because if I never the Privy Council, you know, and the access to the Privy Council, you know, all of the inefficiencies and the bundling will happen in the case itself would have just gone, because somebody who knows somebody in the local system would have just sweep it under the carpet. But because the Privy Council is far detached and in no way attached on a parochial level to the local justice system, they were able to make an objective call. I remember when they made the call, you know, they never made the call on the evidence, you know. They made the call on procedure. The tampering with the jury and the facts say the case, the judge in the case at the time allowed the tampered jury to go ahead and rule upon the case. And now for we are watching thing from them time that it say it, you know. Say there's something we're going on foolishness, you know. I see that. It go up a Privy Council and the Privy Council man them send it back down here in the Court of Appeal, and the Court of Appeal did the right thing. Not by emotions, people. Not by sentiments. Not because they are Vybz Kartel fans. But when you look at the common sense of it, in addition to the justice of it, anybody with a look on this thing are devoid of emotions and personal feelings, see, they would have realized that it would have impossible to put back a credible case for a retrial. So the law took its course. Boom! Boom. Case closed. Case closed. Maverick out.